culture of integrity and respect in the highest hitting sport in the world. 7 teams, 10 weeks to make the playoffs, 1 champion. Brace yourselves, Americans. Major League Rugby hits now.
From Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado, it's week 1 of the inaugural Major League Rugby season with the Glendale Raptors hosting Austin Elite. Hello and welcome to the Game of the Week. I'm Gavin Stafford, joined alongside by USA Rugby legend Brian Visit. And well, what an exciting season this is going to turn out to be. Things in the USA will certainly change from this competition.
It certainly will, and it's great for the players, Dallin. Not only do they get to play a game they love, but now for many of these guys, they'll be making a living playing rugby. And how about the young rugby players at home who are watching these players on the field? They're going to idolize these guys, and eventually, who knows, maybe they'll be professional rugby players someday as well. And then there's the kids who have never seen rugby before, flipping through the channel, see this game today. They're going to say, Mom and Dad, I love this sport. It's really cool. That's exactly how I get started.
Well, I even saw USA Rugby head coach Gary Gold as well. He's here for this week, and he can't wait to get it started.
Well, why wouldn't he? I mean, this is fantastic for him and Dave Hodges, the rest of the national team staff. The MLR will make it a lot easier for them to watch the top players in the country play week in and week out, and the level of play for all these guys will improve because they're going to play tough competition week in and week out.
Well, we can't wait for this to start, and nor can those teams involved.
The MLR consists of the 2 teams we feature today, the Austin Elite and the Glendale Raptors. Also in the competition are the Houston SaberCats, NOLA Gold, San Diego Legion, Seattle Seawolves, and the Utah Warriors.
And teams from New York and Dallas have already committed for the 2019 season.
And looking at this Glendale Raptors team, it's almost appropriate that this first game we're going to show on the CBS Sports Network is at Infinity Park. This has been a professional setting for so long. They have some top players. There's one of the original Glendale Raptors, Casey Rock. He's been here a long, long time, but they are loaded up and down. There's one of the many Eagles on this U.S. team, or on this Glendale Raptors team. And there's another Ben Landry, his teammate with the U.S. team. I think the best lock in the country.
Yeah, this Austin Elite side, well, the preseason didn't go according to plan. They went 0-3, but they have that big man in picture right there, Pedri Vandenberg. Springbok sensation, a lot of live wire players as well. Zinzan Elam Parik, the danger man we won't see today. So it'll give some of their new players a chance. Well, their head coach, Alan Jarde, has selected an impressive-looking squad. In the forwards, watch out for US Eagle Hanko Khamases to dominate. Alongside that, Vice-Captain Ben Mitchell. And the most experienced player on the field is Pedri Vandenberg. The backline general with silky skills is Timote Guillemot. He's surrounded by 2 bulldozers in the Siniula brothers. Andrew captains the side at 12, Roland wears 13. Plenty of speed as well with Sani Taylor and Reese Zarnecki.
And looking at the Raptors, they're favored by many to win this year's MLR title. They're led in the front row by veteran hooker Zach Finolio and one of the original Raptors. We already talked about him, Casey Rock, paired with who I think the best second row, Ben Landry. U.S. players Sean Davies, Will McGee form a talented halfback pairing.
Well, let's hear from silent commentator Dan Power, who speaks to the man leading the charge for the home side.
Joined by Glendale Raptors head coach Dave Williams. And Dave, a combination of excitement and possibly some nerves. Pre-season in the rearview mirror. What can we expect from the Raptors here today?
I think basically like fast and physical game. Even though the rain's coming down, we've got a bit of snow on the ground. Like we want to be physical, we want to play fast, we want to be accurate as well. And we've trained all pre-season for it, so this is our big real first test.
Well, it certainly promises to be an exciting 80 minutes. What are you expecting from Austin?
Oh, I mean, they're a big physical team. They've had up and down pre-season, and they definitely want to show a response today and get off to a good start to this league.
Dave, thanks for your time. Good luck today.
Cheers, Dan.
Thank you.
Well, time for a short break, and when we return, we'll have the historic kickoff to our 2018 season.
is sponsored by X-Blades. X-Blades is proud to outfit all MLR teams this year. Get your official gear at your favorite team's website today. By Westera Credit Union, the official credit union of the Glendale Raptors. Get your Glendale Raptors Visa. Major League Rugby on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by X-Blades. X-Blades is proud to outfit all MLR teams this year. Get your official gear at your favorite team's website today. By Westera Credit Union, the official credit union of the Glendale Raptors. Get your Glendale Raptors Visa credit card today. And by Hampton Inn and Suites Denver Cherry Creek, the official hotel of the Glendale Raptors.
Time on, please.
It's been 2 years in the making. The whistle has gone from Chris Asmus. Austin Elite kickoff from left to right. The Glendale Raptors have this, and the first catch is a good one as well. Big grab there from Luke White. The Glendale Raptors and professional rugby via Major League Rugby have started. Austin, they'll get an early touch. Ball comes back to Pedri Vandenberg. The number 8 takes it into the contact. Pete Dahl meets him. They're about the 10-meter mark. You'll see snow in the back play, but it's perfect conditions on the field. As Siniula looks for the outside gap. Roland Siniula, first touch for the center. Austin hammering at the line, have knocked that on. And this will be the first scrum of the game.
Yeah, miscue by Austin Lee early on. They had a good start. Roland Suniolo almost made it through that little break. It's going to be a full arm penalty, looks like, maybe, possibly. Nope, just an injury, I think. There's another look at it. Big collision in the midfield. Maybe just took his eyes off the ball, ran right into Fafita. Big collision. Fafita still a little slow getting up, but we're going to have our game's first scrum. That happens when the minor infractions occur. And then you saw Austin Elite. They knocked that ball forward. That's where we're going to have a scrum to Glendale.
Yeah, Kilepi Fafita, 255 pounds, born in Phoenix, Arizona. Loves the contact. This time, though, coming off second best. Assistant referees are Scott Green and Steve Gore. They'll be helping us here. Just one referee in the middle of the field wearing pink today.
Yeah, big responsibility for the referee, but we have one of the best in the world, and Chris Asmus in charge of this game here at Infinity Park. You heard the referee, asked him if he was okay. Fafita said yes, and we're going to see our first look at the scrum. Here's a good look at our referee, Chris Asmus from Canada. We saw him do the USA-Chile game, I think the last time we've seen him.
Time on, please. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Captain Sean Davies to feed the scrum. And from Westall Boys High out of South Africa has Will McGee. Bryce Campbell, Eagles centre into the contact zone. Boys gets over the advantage line. Big strong fend coming there from Ben Landry. Behind the back ball.
Advantage off the ball, number 4. Penalty advantage.
Penalty advantage you heard there from Asmus for this Glendale side. Landry in again, very active. There's a player down in the back for
penalty
Glendale.
advantage.
Flat ball, White can't handle. They're still going to come back for the penalty.
Number
No
4
advantage
tackles on
coming.
the ball.
Yeah, the referee's going to bring it back to a full arm penalty. Who is that down for Glendale?
Time off, please.
Might be Will McGee, the fly half. I think after he offloaded that pass, he took a shot from one of the Austin Elite. Let's take a look at or listen what the referee and the assistant referee are going to talk about.
From number 4 and off the ball, so it's a yellow card. Number 4 and captain.
Well, there you heard, yellow card for Austin Elite.
And captain.
It looked like it was Big Ben Mitchell, the assistant vice
Andrew.
captain.
Number 4.
And they're bringing Andrew Sunulo, the coach, the captain as well.
Yeah, I'll just explain. He's going to go to the bin. It was off the ball and no arms.
Supposed to go though, huh?
Nah, it was no arms. It was off the ball. Both those factors, a yellow card. No arms tackle.
Here's another look at it. There's Will McGee, the little pop. There's Bryce Campbell, takes it into midfield. The penalty's coming up here shortly.
No, only
And there's
4
Ben
games this
Landry.
year.
He takes it up ahead. I think we kind of saw that penalty just a little bit sooner.
Number 4, no arms tackle.
You got to wrap in rugby. You got to make your tackles with your arms around the ball carrier. That's one of the reasons you don't see as many injuries. So you can't throw a body block type tackle into a rugby match. No head high tackles as well.
So Austin down to 14 players for 10 minutes. Fenolia gets things underway. Lineout has been pinched though from the Austin side.
Stay here. Ball out.
Ball is available, so it's a box kick from their scrum off. It's high. Khamases comes ranging up on this. Harley Davidson reaches into
Play
the
on.
air. Gets this one nicely.
7!
Wing 3/4 with the best name in the business. And Connor Cook now. Big tackle from Siniola. Puts him to the ground. Still available
Last feet.
for the home side. Rock rides around the tackles. Luke White, good to see him back to his best. They go wide. Kuze. Ball here to the touchline with Seth Halleman. And now they bring in some of the big forwards. Ben Landry yet again, proving very active in the loose. McGee to the line. White, former shot put champion. Campbell back on the inside. To Archibald, what a great line from the fullback. Maximo to Archibald. Needs support just outside the 22. Raptors. Just 20 away. They go to the right-hand side. They have plenty of numbers. Less space to operate, though, for Campbell.
Back.
Fafita loses that one. It'll be a scrum to the Austin side.
Oh, what great ball handling by Max Diachevall. You heard the communication all the way up here. That inside pass, and here's a little knock again. He's got to take his eyes off the ball, yes. And unfortunately, you don't see that too often from this Glendale team. Pretty polished. One of the things Davey Williams was looking for was 100% perfection from his team today. He said you're never going to find it, but we always strive for it.
Just a half yard more, please. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Good clear. Engagement calling there from Asmus, and short arm penalty is going to go to the Austin side. They can kick this one out if they want to.
Yeah, not a good penalty that time by Glendale, especially with this Austin team playing a man down. They had the edge in the scrum, and now they're just going to make it easy for this Austin Elite team to get some relieving the pressure.
Guillermo's kick towards the sideline is not out, and Harley Davidson flicks it into Peter Dahl. It's now with Halleman on the left-hand side.
Nothing.
Former Sevens capped Eagle just over the halfway line. Ferocious stuff at the breakdown. Davies skirts under one and then has big crochet over him.
12.
John Quill has to go and clean things up. McGee puts it to the boot, hammers it downfield. This one will trickle and touch, but keep the territory for this Glendale side.
Yeah, I like that kick by Will McGee. Looked like he might have had an overload on this outside channel, but he wants to keep this pressure on this Austin team. Make them win this line out. And Glendale very, very effective in their line out with Landry and Casey Rock. Two big targets trying to steal possession here.
So line out.
Space number 10.
They've got
space.
A couple players out competing for the ball. It's jumped up nicely there from Carl Breitenbach for this Austin side, and now Vandenberg comes into play. Gearman has dropped back to the pocket. He may exit here with a boot. Of course, Ray will kick the ball whenever you want to get forward momentum. This one, though, sliced off the side. And because he kicked it out, it'll be a line out to the Glendale team.
Yeah, good pressure that time by Ben Landry, putting a little pressure on that fly half. Guillemon. And that's exactly why that kick from Will McGee was so effective for this Glendale Raptors team. It's their throw now, just at the 22-meter line.
Fenolio, the 29-year-old, went to Loyola Marymount University in Southern California. Played there with Belmont Shore as well.
He's okay, he's legal, he's got the ball.
Ball has been stolen there. There it goes, Mason Peterson. Bullocking run from the front row forward. Austin Leet, they dig it out there from Michael Reed. Now Guillemon sets Suniula. His kick is charged down, so to play on anybody's ball there. Picked up on that far left-hand side. Sonny Taylor. Austin need to get out of side their 22.
Stop.
This time they go downfield to Maximo de Archibald. Spent a lot of time in Argentina. He's got all the skills as well. It's an up and under kick he's chasing. It's gone a bit far, so Guillemon calls for a mark.
Keep moving, 15.
Yeah, I think Max will be the first to tell you that ball went a little bit too far, too much weight on that kick. Easy mark for Guillemon. Inside that 22-meter, kind of like a fair catch in football. Let's take another look at this steal. What an unbelievable steal by Peterson. He comes away with his ball to get Austin on the front foot. What a good storming run. Relieve that pressure from Austin. And now it's going to be on that mark. It's going to be a kick into touch, but it will be a Glendale throw-in on this line out.
Just stay there.
Always accurate. There's Fenolio, such a hard worker.
Drop one,
His
please.
father was an all-state football player in Texas.
Perfect.
Well, he started rugby to keep fit for football and then never left the game. But Fenolio, capped eagle, goes to Connor Cook. Put the commentator's curse on him, but that's not straight.
Yeah, to miscue early on as well. That's not in straight. The ball's got to go right down directly through the center of that tunnel. It was not in straight, so now Austin has the option.
Yeah, I understand.
You can see it on the outside shoulder here of Connor
It's
Cook.
a tight 5 issue as well.
And right-hand shoulder, easy call by referee Chris Osmus.
Who's the captain? Time off. I'm just going to sort this out now. Andrew. So we got to make this very clear. This man says it's a scrum. You said a line out. Sorry, he said a line out. You said a scrum. What are we doing? Yeah. Let's get that right, please. Thank you.
Yeah, only one man the referee wants to hear, and it's the captain in this case, number 12, Andrew Suniula. But they do have a choice of a scrum or a line out. The scrum usually is pretty safe ball, but they like their line out options here.
Perfect.
So that's what Austin's going to do. Again, playing a man down so that scrum would be weakened.
Michael Brown attended Bowling Green State University. His line out. It's been won by his side. It's been kicked through, and Harley Davidson comes in. Archibald put it up under last time. This time he has a crack himself. He goes to the halfway line. Gets met with some stern tackles. The right-hand side, McGee flicks one through, quills in open space. That one has gone forward, says referee Asmus.
Oh, just really slight. The referee in great position. But you saw Will McGee. He thought he was off to the races as well on that inside pass.
Under pressure.
Let's take another look at it, how close it is. Again, no forward passes in rugby. Yeah, I think that was a good call by referee Asmus. Obviously in good field position. It's a lot of work for these referees. One man to pretty much marshal 30 of them as they go about their business.
Bind.
So Austin Elite,
set.
Assistant coached by CJ DeVet, and Pedro Vandenberg is on the field right now. Scrum for them to get it away with Reed. And now Guillemon attacks the line. Beautiful ball to Suniula into open space. Roland is with him as well. Both Suniula brothers in action, but Connor Cook gets the turnover from the knock-on. And Glendale have a sigh of relief there.
He's not in the way of the ball.
Suniula brothers creating havoc.
Well, you saw Sean Davies. He was trying to create a penalty. Referee Chris Asmus,
he's never in the way of the ball.
Anywhere near it. You can hear him talking to Davies now, but look at the break. Oh, just slid right then, lost the handle.
He's never in the way of the ball.
The wet conditions. Connor Cook was there to snap it up.
Sean, that's the last time you're
pretty
going to look
impressed
for
with the way
something.
they played on this first 10 minutes. They've been a man down for 8 of these 10 minutes. And again, putting the pressure on this Glendale team. That's going to be pretty pleasing
on the scrum
to the coaching staff of this Austin squad. Putting Glendale under pressure here now. Want to keep it on with this scrum.
Well, Roland Suniula, 48 hours ago, he was in Italy, got the call-up. Starts
bind
the 13 jumper.
Set.
Glendale Raptors have the ball at the back. Can pick it up with their number 8, Pete Doyle, the hard man. They get a full-on penalty.
What are you doing?
Uh-oh. Gotta watch it.
Just have some awareness, please. Yeah, he's off the mark anyway.
Yeah, Michael Reed had to be a
Tried to
little
prop
careful if he didn't want to
pressure.
see any illegal scrummaging, I think was the call against this Austin Elite. They actually did well. They
Sean?
only had 7 in the scrum that time against
So
Glendale.
it's just twice he's spoken
Still
in the
with
last
that
2
man
minutes.
down.
Let's just pick our moments.
Will McGee, his kicking, his whole overall play continues to improve. Puts a nice deep kick in. Take another look at this scrum.
Benefit of the doubt only goes so far. All right, have some awareness,
I just
please.
saw your hand.
Yeah,
Just
they
have some
pull in the
awareness.
scrum, possibly against this Austin Elite team. You cannot do that.
Stand here.
Have to drive straight ahead.
Move across.
So Glendale, line up for them. They go to the tall timber in the front. Landry has it. McGee, aerial kick. Harley Davidson flying up on this one. Ball's been snapped beautifully though. Zach Mizell for the Austin Elite side. 29-year-old has it for the
Stay
men
back.
from Texas. Chamases, we haven't called his name yet in
What
this
you got?
game.
Which number? Which number? Number 7. Thank you. 7 blue, offside.
Yeah, offside against John
Midfield,
Quill.
Scott.
Another great player. 2 U.S. Eagle
Offside,
back
7.
row players going at it that time. Quill against Hanko Hyomashais. But really good take. You got to be impressed with the take by Zach Mizell on that
Yeah,
nice
timing.
hog ball. Was perfectly
Timing.
weighted by Glendale. But Mizell went up strong against Harley
Good call,
Davidson.
Scotty.
Oh, there's the
timeout.
Look at that. That's a great play by Mizell. Just came perfectly timed his jump. And now let's take a look at the offside penalty against Quill. Yeah, just coming up just a little bit too soon.
4. Time off. Just be accurate.
So both sides
We'll just set this
conceding
up
a
right,
couple
please.
penalties
Move
each
across.
so far.
Move across.
12 minutes gone in this game.
Time on,
It's
please.
0-0 in this Major League Rugby opener. Ball goes down to
Knock
the
on for
ground,
blue.
so knock on is the call.
Ben Mitchell back on the field for this Austin team, so they got to be very, very pleased with that 10-minute effort. Killing that penalty, killing that sin bin.
Left of the line.
And that ball's going to come straight out, I think.
Timeout.
Looks like an Austin player.
Get it back.
And maybe right thigh of hooker Michael Brown.
Let's go down to Dan's sideline.
Yeah, thanks, Dallin. Obviously, we'll go over the conditions now. It's cold. It's a pretty cold day. We've had some heavy snow overnight here in Glendale. Expect the conditions to be quite slippery. One thing to watch as this game progresses, though, is 13. Mika Crusade, heavily taped knee. The
Time
Sunil
on,
brothers
please.
have already looked to isolate him in that position and had some success. Look for that to continue.
Crouch.
And there you can see the snow coming down.
Bind.
Quite heavy here at Infinity Park.
Set.
Thanks, Dallin.
Thanks, Dan Powell there. Just grew his beard out for this match. He knew there'd be snow coming. Austin, though, solid in the scrum. Let's see what they do with the Suniula brothers. They go wide this time. Roland Suniula on the outside. What a break! Mizell's with him for the line. It's going to be the opening try in this game. It is Reese Zarnicki. Austin Elite do not mess with Texas.
Listen, that's enough. There's no TMO, and it's the last time you appeal. Do you understand? Do you understand? And we don't appeal.
Oh, what a fantastic finish it was by this Austin Elite squad. Good hands, and again, the Suniula brothers. We just talked about, or Dan just talked about how they're going to try to take advantage of that heavily wrapped knee of Cruzay. Suniula again goes on the outside. Reese Zarnicki from Grand Rapids, Michigan, former Grand Rapids Gazelle. Scores a beautiful try. Good team try by this Austin Elite team. And again, look at the outside channel. He just beats him on the outside. You can see Crusade looks a little bit labored, but the nice put-away pass that time by Zach Mizell puts Zarnicki in the clear. That was a well-worked try by Austin.
A stunning bit of play from the back line. Suniula just carving in the outside center position. Eagle number 405 made his debut against Ireland in 2009. And the fans have come out too. They're loving this. The weather will not keep them away. 2-point conversion on offer here. You have to kick in line with where you scored. Difficult one here from Timothée Guillemot, the 22-year-old. Played a lot of rugby in France. He's used to these conditions, it seems. It's smooth, it's over. 7-0. Austin lead Glendale after 13 minutes.
Boy, what a fantastic conversion that time by Guillemot. Again, I think they have to be very pleased with their opening play. Their scrum looked solid. They killed that 10-minute penalty against them in the yellow card, the sin bin, and then they just scored a wonderful try. So if I was Davey Williams, I got to be a little bit worried about that midfield.
Ball goes down to Victor Contar, one of the players from France that arrived recently to suit up for this Austin side. Missing 5 forwards, the whole front row out injured or not available for this clash. Up and under.
Touches hands.
Ball comes down. Try scorer Zarnecki wrestles it with Quill. Ball is there for either side to drive over.
Counter-ruck is good.
Still available. Now picked up here from the Austin Elite side. Carl Breitenbach getting his hands dirty. And they get a penalty in the halfway line. Momentum with this Austin team.
Number 3, roll away.
One of Davey Williams' goals in this game was to win the battle of the physicality. Right now, I think Austin's leading in that category. They're winning the breakdown battles. We see Big Ben Landry with a little bit of blood, but how about that? That's 2 high balls now that this Austin team has won in these battles. There's Quill. He gets called. He gets pinged for that penalty for not getting out of the way. And now Austin Elite with a chance to put it down deeper into Glendale territory. Not a big territory finder, still around the 22-meter line, but it is going to be an Austin throw-in. Again, all the momentum's on the Elite side at the moment.
Well, it certainly is so impressive. Reese Zarnecki, Davenport University product on the wing. Now, time for their set piece.
Across.
2 out of 3 lineouts successful so far for the Austin side.
No contest,
Make
play
that
on.
3, they go to the front.
Back here.
Ben Mitchell is in there, the vice captain. And now it is Andrew Suniula, the big frame, wearing 12. To the left-hand side, Guillemot finds Roland Suniula, beats the first tackle. Suniula also captain the 7-a-side game for his country, but concedes a penalty
Survived the
to
initial clean-out.
Zach Fernelio and the Glendale side.
Oh, that was harsh. It was a good call, but very tough because Austin Elite had perfect position right in front of the poles. Not releasing the ball in that tackle was Roland Suniulu. Good defensive play by Glendale. Now they're going to get a chance here to kick the touch. Will McGee puts again a nice touch finder on the other side of midway.
Time off, water break. Water break.
So it's a hydration break happening right now.
Water break, boys.
What's the water break for?
Are we good? Can we play?
No, we can't play. Water break. Not me. Water break, boys.
We'll be right back in just a few moments.
Not me. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. 20 more seconds. I'll blow my whistle and then we'll start. Just move across a bit. Excellent, excellent.
And we're back with Zach Fernelio. Get the line out underway. Quick hydration break for the players. Look for Ben Landry. He's been their target wearing the white scrum cap.
Just a bit more space, please.
Glendale only won 50% of their lineouts. It's an area they want to improve as this game wears on. And that one
back. Good work.
Has worked out as McGee has got Peter Dahl in midfield, the number 8, over the halfway line. Forwards wrapping around. Quill's the first receiver. Luke White active yet again. Behind the back ball.
No, on the shoulder, on
Harley
the shoulder.
Davidson. Harley Davidson revs up right near the touchline. Still there for the Glendale side. Landry, quick hands to Quill. The two Eagle players combining nicely for this Glendale side. McGee has got Big Rock with him. Campbell goes wide to Dahl. This is opening up here for the home side. Cruze out wide, gets it now, quick hand to Connor Cook. Slippery conditions on that far side, but a loose forward keeps it in play. Quill wants to get it going yet again. Rock is with them. Glendale side though, just making an unforced error yet again.
There's a nice bit of enterprise by this Glendale Raptors team. You saw in the break, in the timeout that we just had, that Sean Davies trying to inspire his team to lift it up just a little bit more. They haven't played to the expectations so far. Let's see if we can see that slight knock here. As he up, there it is, just in the tackle. Knock forward. You see a little bit of frustration from this Glendale Raptors team. And again, good teams are able to compose themselves, stay patient, stay calm.
Quicker, please.
And that's usually a trait of this Glendale Raptors team, but been pretty impressed so far with this Austin elite effort in this first 19 minutes of play.
7-0 the score. The try by Zarnecki, converted by Timotei Gierman. He's got this Austin elite side with their tails up. Suniula loses that one. It's a double knock on, so no advantage. And the first knock on committed by Austin will give a scrum to the Glendale side.
Yeah, unforced error. Suniula just took his eyes off that ball. Good solid scrum that time by Austin once again. Glendale's not able to shunt them off the ball at all. And again, just took his eyes off that ball slightly. That's all it takes.
Perfect spacing, you two.
Good look at Casey Rock. Came back from a serious injury a couple years back. Back in the starting lineup for this Glendale team.
Bind.
Well, each side plays 4 fixtures at home, 4 away. Glendale have San Diego Legion coming up on May 13th.
Clear it.
No, off 7. Scrum. Ball, they get a full-on penalty. Options here for Glendale.
Tight end prop collapse.
Yeah, Michael Reed, the scrum half, going to have a good battle all day long. That was Hanko.
Shot a goal. First infringement, number 3 collapse.
Just one Hanko. Kamashais that got pinged. It looks like Glendale is going to elect to go for 3 points here. Let's take a look at this scrum again. I think the referee was saying that ball was still in when Hanko Kamashais took that ball right into John Quill. Should be an easy opportunity for Will McGee, one of the premier kickers in U.S. rugby, and continues to improve with every game he plays, it seems like.
That's right, debut against Uruguay in 2017 for the United States. Born in London. McGee's right boot has opened up the scoring account in Major League Rugby for the Glendale Raptors. They trail Austin 7-3 after 20 minutes.
Coach Davey Williams, still not too happy, I don't think, with the effort, but glad to take those 3 points on offer. That's a key when you have a chance to get points, you got to take them. And Will McGee with a beautiful kick. The Austin elite here trying to regain possession on this restart.
Come down to Landry, aerial specialist. Supported there by Pete Dole and Luke White. They go to the exit strategy. McGee's boot this time is down the throat of Pedri Vandenberg. The big South African sets off. Vandenberg stutter steps. Coaches the forwards as well as plays. Number 8 for this Austin side. Come to the short side. Zarnecki flicks it in field.
All backwards.
Being
leave it up,
almost lost by the Austin side. Pete Dole comes over it. And penalty against them.
Yeah, you heard the referee say stay away. Pete Dole continued to go for it. Off feet was the penalty.
Yep.
And again, these are the worst offenses from a coach's standpoint. Just allows that pressure to be released here. And now Guillemot with a chance to get his team even closer. Not a whole lot of yardage picked up, but they'll retain possession with this line out. They've been very good in the set pieces, has Austin Elite. think they've won every scrum, every line-out they've put in.
Austin conceding one less penalty. And Glendale here, they go with Reed. Looking for a wide attack with Suniola. They loop around Guillermo. Got Mizell and Taylor on that far side. Scored a classic here at Infinity Park to win the D1A National Championship for the Austin Huns in recent years. And now Roland Suniola at first receiver. They go high on him. Once his knee hits the ground, they've got to release him. Ball is still there for Guillermo. Spots a bit of space, so he puts the grubber kick in. D'Archibald reads it well, though. His kick is charged down. It means it's available to play for anybody. Dangerous times for the Glendale Raptors.
Roll away.
And they get a relieving penalty.
Yeah, that was
Number
a
5, roll away.
Vic Kata that did not roll away that time for Austin. Again, Austin keeping the pressure on. That evens up the penalty count, 4 apiece for both these teams in this first half. Oh, he's on the line. Yeah, good call by Scott Green.
Foot on the line, Scott.
Yep, standing right on the line. And that's going to be a Glendale throw here. Yep. From that penalty, retaining possession. Mizell did his best, or Zarnecki did his best to keep that ball in the field of play.
Certainly did. Fenolio. Go to the front target, and they sit.
Sack is good.
Vandenberg got in the way there to prevent any forward momentum. So the forwards need to peel away from this. So Davies looks to feed Quill into a bit of traffic. Cook. Been very impressed with him over the years. Joining a star-studded Glendale team. Now it's a big unit for Feeder. To the line they go. Campbell ducks down under one. Halleman drives with him. Glendale Raptors getting frustrated at break time. Davies taps and goes and then tackles.
Line them up. Roll away.
Okay, didn't tap that penalty through the
Number
mark.
4 falling on the wrong side, taking out the cleaners.
Not rolling away was the penalty against the Austin Elite. And now McGee trying to keep that tempo going forward. Let's take another look at it here in this tackle. There's Bryce Campbell. He's played a lot of top caliber rugby over the last 12 months. That was Ben Mitchell. We already saw him in the bin. He gets pinged for that penalty. Now Glendale just about 7 meters out from the try line.
Looking for their first try in the game. Cook is the target. The more they try to get going last time for a sec, they have an advantage to the Glendale Raptors. Well, this is called the red zone inside the 22. Defending their line, Austin are under pressure. And let's have a listen to Chris Asmus.
Yeah. Time off. Yeah. Let's move over there, boys. Let's deal with this.
You're not allowed to touch a player in the air. I wonder whether that might be the subject of this conversation.
Yeah. So listen, we just have players running in afterwards. We don't need that. But clearly men in the air over here. You guys are on a warning now in the red zone. We just can't have those infringements.
Yeah, just a warning. One more down deep like that, especially inside the 22-meter when the Glendale Raptors are attacking.
Right here, Steve.
Time on, sir.
Chris Asmus will not be afraid to reach
Boys,
in his
I'm going to
pocket
go time
for
on
that
here.
yellow
I can't
card.
let
If
delay on
something
the line,
similar
please.
happens again,
On the line.
Will McGee, his intentions are known.
On the line.
He's going to kick the touch here, set up that Glendale line out.
In the air, preventing the maul formation.
And watch for Zach Fenolio here. After he throws his ball, if Glendale Raptors.
Timing.
Yeah, I think the infraction happened in the lineup. Oh, there's a punch right there. Wow, that went unnoticed. But watch Zach Fenolio, number 2 in the Glendale jersey. This is where he scores a lot of tries.
And they go up to Landry.
More.
Austin have done their homework for defending the line out.
He's through the middle. 3 is legal.
Ball is still there for the Austin side. They have to dig it out of this now. Landry again. He's got players with him. They open up to the left-hand side. Pete Dahl. Good go-forward ball from the number 8. Skip ball to Quill. Inching closer to the line. The Glendale Raptors hunting for that try. Rocky
6.
stopped short. Landry once. It goes past him to McGee. The cut-out ball behind everybody. Crowd. They come alive as well as Davidson is trapped. Austin defending like warriors at the 22-meter mark. Now the cutter arc, driving over this, and they get a penalty. It's Austin.
Oh, what a change of momentum the last couple of moments has been.
Is good. Number
An
9
errant
offside.
pass by Glendale. You don't see that too often, but the Austin defense is still staunch at that goal line, repelled like 3 or 4 Glendale Raptors charges. Then they earn that full arm penalty. Excellent work by this Austin elite team. Let's take a look at this counter ruck. There's Harley Davidson. He goes to floor. But now watch the...
Move across a bit. Thank you.
There's Pedring Vandenberg. He's the one who just lifts the Glendale players off that ruck, continues the go forward push, and earns Austin Elite the lineout.
Kamisach takes the 5th lineout in a row for his side.
Okay, we'll play on,
Siniula takes it up
Ball's
to the
going to the
traffic. Big Andrew. Reed digging this one out. They change direction. Run there from Mason Peterson, the 21-year-old. And from Long Beach, California, they get another penalty.
Hands on the ground first.
Hands on the ground first. Luke White doesn't like the call.
Number 1, hands on the ground first.
Yeah, that's when, the same as losing your feet. In a ruck situation, you cannot use your hands to support yourselves on those ruck occasions. And again, Austin Elite with another opportunity to kick it down deeper into this Glendale end. Dale have been very impressed with the defensive effort by this Austin Elite squad.
Well, this is their thing in their preseason. They conceded a tremendous amount of points. They lost to Nolan Gold 38-10 and 48-17. They lost to San Diego 32-24. They're mixing their players around, said their head coach. And now it's been stolen, though, by John Quill and the Glendale Raptors. But
knock on, no.
Knock on is the call. So it will be a scrum here to this Austin side. But they've certainly come alive in this game.
Oh, yeah, now you see the frustrations by this Glendale team. John Quill, I think,
just take them back.
Threw a shove into Breitenbach. Let's see if we can see it. Take a look at it. There's the steal by Quill.
Just wait there.
But I think in the transfer, there was the knock-on right there. Referee
so
Chris
what I have
Asmus
seen
in
is
great
a
position.
player push number 7, then number 7 retaliated. I mean, I see a hand in the face, no real force in it. I'm just going to penalize number 7. Do you have anything yet?
I have nothing to add.
Thank you.
And there you saw heard the referee talk to the AR. He saw John Quill push the Houston Elite player. I think it was Breitenbach. It's just going to be a full arm penalty and a word to both captains.
Yeah, so it's just the second time in a small amount of space where we had players running in from distance. We just don't need it. I have seen someone shove number 7, but he clearly retaliated. You've seen it. He put his 2 hands in the player's face. I'm not going to yellow card him, but I'm definitely going to penalize him.
Yep. Sounds good.
Penalty over here. But tell your boys, no more running in, or you might be penalized. Penalty here.
Chris Asmus just trying to keep a handle on things. He's doing a really good job here in this first 29 minutes of play. It's going to be a full arm penalty. There's a look at the offender. He did take a nice shove at Breitenbach. Referee just saw a full arm penalty.
Number 7, hands in the player's face. Unnecessary. Try to go. Over here.
Timotei Guillemot makes the signal, going for poles here, trying to widen that lead back to a 7-point advantage. We saw early on, Dale, in that conversion attempt from the sideline, he was spot on. So kicking boots could be on for the fly half today. Yeah, for those new to the game, watching for the first time or so, there are 5 ways to score in rugby. If you count the penalty try, which is an automatic 7 points, but a try is worth 5 points. Don't forget, you got to ground the ball over the try line. Penalty kick, which we're seeing right here, is 3 points if he's good. The conversion on a try is 2 points. And then in the open field, open play, a drop goal is also worth 3 points.
Let's go, please.
Concentration on the face of Guillemot. The youngster puts this just to the right-hand side, unsuccessful. It'll be a 22-meter dropout for the Glendale Raptors. Score remains 7-3 to Austin. 10 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, it certainly looked like Anko Kamisach was way ahead of the kicker when he struck that ball, but the referee played it on. was no good anyway. So now the 22-meter drop, Will McGee trying to get it high for his players to go under.
There's that drop kick you spoke about. This one's
There's no clock on the screen,
the
boys. Can you
uprights,
give me a
just
shot on the
downfield.
time?
Mazel
Thank you.
flings it inside to Vandenberg. Vandenberg has a crack. Well, we know his wife Yvette and son Francois, daughter Isabella watching. As Guillemard takes it to line, but big strong tackles here from the Glendale Raptors. They're on the returning end as they counter-ruck at the breakdown. Glendale stunned into action, down on the scoreboard, but they've taken possession. And it's Cruz, the youngster, only 19 years of age from Fresno, California, product of the Under-20 Academy here in Glendale. Dummy thrown there from McGee. To the 22 they go. Campbell fires it through the back, and D'Archibald has to duck under Chamasais.
8!
Ball is still there. Continuous stuff here for Landry. Runs into the big unit of Mason Peterson. Austin have held strong so far. Little gap opens up though for Sean Davies, the captain. Sniping around the fringes.
Clear it.
Might be the smallest player on the field, but got wonderful skills and vision. Just working their way, drawing in defenders. Glendale now with John Quill. Ball still there, went backwards. So McGee puts a little kick through. D'Archibald's racing up on this one. There's another kick. It's there. Flick to Connor Cook. Oh, he's in. First try for the Glendale Raptors. They take the lead with Cook's score. 8-7. Kick to come.
Wow, it looked like a potential knock-on down deep, but the Glendale Raptors kept their heads this time, and it was that little pass out from Will McGee, I think it was, to Connor Cook for the first try in the MLR for Connor Cook. We get a good look at the young flanker. Let's take another look at this little stab ahead by Will McGee, the fly half. There was nobody back, and now it's good vision by Will McGee. And here's D'Archibald. He was just trying to leg it through. There was no knock-on. And then McGee with that nice little subtle pass on the outside to Connor Cook. Good hands from the number 6, but that was great vision by McGee.
Thank you.
D'Archibald, you knew what he wanted to do. He just wanted to toe it ahead in the try zone, try to ground it then. It still worked out well for this Glendale Raptors squad. McGee's pass to Connor Cook, and it's the first dot down for the Glendale Raptors.
McGee looking for the extra 2 points. Strikes it well, but it's over indeed. Score 10-7, and it's Glendale that lead Austin Elite. Well, the toughest sport on dirt continues tonight at 10 Eastern with night 2 of the Stanley Performance in Action Invitational. The 25th PBR Unleash the Beast series continues right here on CBS Sports Network. Good take there from Glendale Raptors. They'll be spurred on with that try. 6 minutes left in the first half. Rock has it. We're inside the 22.
Roll to the side.
Not rolling away. Pinged
Not
over
at the
there
back.
is Chris Shade.
On you.
Yeah, got to get away quicker from that breakdown. Shade was a little bit too slow to Chris Asmus' liking. And again, Will McGee punishes him with another 20-meter pickup on that penalty kick with Glendale still on the attack. About 6 minutes left in this first half. Let's see if that last try is going to fire up this Glendale team, or the Austin Elite can continue to play good defensively.
Stand there. Can you stand on the mark? You're way off the mark. Stand there.
So got to get the mark
Stand there.
set there. Meanwhile,
It's your own
penalty
team
count.
moving ahead. 3, stand here. Or you at the front?
Conceded 8
Stand here.
penalties so far. Glendale 6.
Number 1, stand here.
So Fennell,
Form up, please.
man that loves eating breadsticks. The Italian stallion is known as well. Makes his teammates need to be accurate in this one. Landry grabs this and short ball to Campbell. Bryce Campbell from Indiana. Now looping around, getting that momentum. Landry yet again.
Part of the
Another
tackle,
penalty
clear
slows
release.
things down, so Davies wants to go quickly and get on with it. Sean Davies through the gap, look at him go. Tackled by Khamnases inside the 22. It's still there. Campbell has it.
Leave it,
Cook
boys.
in open space. Connor Cook just short. 5 meters out. Quill in at halfback. Throws the dummy. Goes for the line
Shorts.
himself. Davies gets Pete Doyle out of that. And now flying in. Fafita for the line.
Short. Leave it now, Blues.
Just short, says referee Asmus. Celebrations, arms go up.
Time off.
What's the call?
No. I'm just going to ask.
It looks like Peter Dahl is the one who tried to lunge for that line. Referee's going to call it held up. I think it's going to be a 5-meter scrum still for Glendale. Boy, Peter Dahl was not happy with that call. He thought he had it.
I can't.
Okay,
Let's go.
Like, that's where Peter Dahl thought he got the ball on that line.
Yeah, body fell right over the ball.
Thought he was a little bit short. Held up. Glendale still with that pressure on. Still plenty of time here in this first half. And it was Peter Dahl that cleaned out that ruck when Sean Davies took that ball so deep into this Austin elite end. So well done, Peter Dahl. Again, he's been around for a long, long time.
Bind.
Yeah, Peter Dahl, well, what a sporting family comes from. His wife also played for the Raptors. Now 3 baby daughters watching this clash right now. It's Glendale on attack. Just a few minutes remain in the first half. They get yet another penalty. This time they'll slow things down.
Yeah, don't be surprised if they go for another scrum here. Buckling under the pressure, pulling down is Austin Elite. There's a lot of pressure in that front row. And Glendale, they're going to continue to put the pressure on. Yeah, it's the hooker, Michael Brown. That's a little slow getting up.
Time off. Yeah, he's not going quickly. We'll just get a fix here.
Glendale going to try to keep the pressure on in this scrum. Maybe draw another penalty. Maybe result in a yellow card offense. Maybe a penalty try.
What's the issue? Okay, but if it's just treatment, we got to play on. Treatment. Okay, back to the line, please. Back to the line, please. I'm going to go time on. Just, yeah, hang on. You might not want to set up here. Just do it over there. I can't stop again. What are we doing? Okay.
Okay, so now they need the hooker back in.
Let's go, too.
Because they got they asked for the scrum, so now Brown's got to come back on, or he's got to go off.
We're subbing? Okay, we're subbing.
Okay, there you go. Chris
Mark,
Asmus
sub for number 2.
took control of that situation. We're going to have a replacement for Michael Brown.
Yeah, he's
got to have a full contingent of front row players when you scrum down.
Louder, no problem. Yeah. You okay? Sorry. I have a cold. I'm sorry. It's over here.
Uncontested?
Are we? Do we bring that sub on,
Davey
boys?
Williams got it like the last few minutes of play though from his Glendale Raptors squad. A little bit more vitality, a little bit more energy, and I think you can feel the kind of momentum shift just a little bit in these last few minutes of play.
We're not going to have you packed down.
Waiting for the replacement player. They're busy warming up underneath one of the try zone areas.
Okay. No, it's a hooker. It's important.
Yep, front row players got to.
Are you guys switching around?
Here we go. Okay. Now we got a replacement coming in.
Yeah, I think he was warming up in goal.
See Yossi Fee now, big 250-pound player from Euless, Texas, takes the field.
Well, he's going to come into a real rough situation here. Glendale's got their dander up 5 meters out, trying to either get another penalty, possibly push over for a try.
Time on, please.
A lot rests on the shoulders here of the tight 5, the forwards. Sean Davies, clock ticks away. They're up by 10-7. A try apiece.
Set.
Glendale got very close to the last occasion with Peter Dahl. Dahl has the ball at his right foot. It's now with Davies. They go to Campbell. Burrows down just a few meters out. And then diving over. It's going to be a try. The Glendale Raptors, and it's the Eagles sensation, John Quill, that has another. And they stretch the legs, 15-7.
Yeah, good work again by this Glendale Raptors squad. Got good, solid platform ball off that scrum. Bryce Campbell, he's a load. He got it down deep. Look at the time of this run. Perfectly weighted pass. Bryce Campbell got it just about 2 meters out, and then John Quill, with the momentum going forward, just beats that tackle attempt by Mitchell and able to ground down Glendale's second try of the day and extend their lead. But another good team try by this Glendale Raptors squad. Forwards did a lot of work in that build-up, and they were rewarded with a try.
It's all about that go-forward ball, and this man, John Quill, right on the spot. Well, went to the Christian Brothers School in Ireland, Cork Institute of Technology as well. And then moved to Boston in 2012, finds himself here as his try is successfully converted. So that stretches the lead by 10 points. It's Glendale 17 and Austin 7. 2 minutes to play in this first half.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes, this is more like what we've seen from Glendale over the years. Davey Williams, almost a little smile there. He's got to be pretty pleased with the last few minutes. Now let's see if Austin can turn the table again.
Gearman goes down to Cruzet, got that left knee heavily bandaged. Oh, beats one, look at him go. The youngster.
Keep moving back.
Meters. McGee, flat on attack. Call the try scorer. It's a stiff shoulder from Siniula. Rock is on the left. They go back to the pocket though. McGee puts it to the air. It'll come down to Vandenberg. Straight away, he's got Gearman with him. Looking for that open space, but it's fly off on fly off. Tactician on tactician. As McGee finds the space this time. It's rolling with Reed chasing. Harley Davidson is on his bike. Very close. This one into touch.
Yeah, Austin was looking for a late tackle, I think, on Harley Davidson. Not much in it. Glendale still have time here for a line out inside Austin half, so they're going to like that exchange of kicks. Will McGee with a beautiful touch, with a beautiful kick behind the Austin defense. And that's a good chase by Harley Davidson. It forced the Austin elite to kick probably a little sooner than they wanted and didn't pick up that much territory. Now Glendale still attacking.
Oh, this goes to the front, little set piece move. Fernolio has it. Glendale Raptors catching everybody unawares. Quill in possession right now. Rock was helping him out. Connor Cook in there also.
Leave it 3!
Glendale trying to put the hammer down and get their third try in this first half. Full-on penalty.
7 must move first.
Yeah, you heard the referee said 3 away. Might have been Hanko Himashais that pinged, or Mason Peterson, one of the two.
7 must roll first.
Yep, you heard that Hanko Himashais, and now Will McGee with a kick into touch. Glendale setting up that line out, 5 meters out. Again, so effective in this area of play are these Glendale Raptor squad.
Set here, please.
Bronco snap.
Well, they find themselves here yet again. Slow start, but they're finishing strong here. Casey Rock on their right-hand side. Glendale Raptors looking to close out this first 40.
Leave it now 3.
Ball is still there. Hammering for the line.
Short, leave it.
Just short. Davidson comes out to Ben Landry. Gets the ball down. The hard-working 6'6", 270-pound unit scores a great try.
It's okay. No.
Landry gets the third for the Glendale Raptors.
Yeah, never want to see this. Frustrations by both teams. Let's take another look at this drive, though. Harley Davidson nearly scored. Great leg drive by Harley Davidson, one of the big pickups of Glendale in the last year or so. And then Ben Landry, talking about leg drive, he's able to ground that ball to score the try. And what a finish it was by this Glendale Raptors team to close out this first half. 3 quick tries in the last 10 minutes of play. See them out in front 22-7 with this conversion to follow. Will McGee trying to put the finishing touches on a fantastic
really
last 10 minutes of play.
You don't want to have your team player down.
Just need 3 phases in that one. 11 phases the try before. So Austin scored the first 7 points. They conceded the next 22.
For the Raptors, once again, number 10, Will McGee.
Time on, please.
McGee doesn't take much of a run up. Fires this one over. It's over. 24-7. And let's go down sideline to Dan Power.
Yeah, thanks, Dallin. With Dave Williams. Dave, we know you're a perfectionist. A great flurry at the end of the half there puts you in a pretty commanding lead. I know you're not happy, though. What's the message going to be at halftime?
I think we've got to build momentum and build pressure. Like, we haven't done that. We kept on dropping the ball on some of our phase play. So we get them back in the game. They get some momentum. We give them easy outs by giving free kicks and penalties away. And they really haven't done much for us, but we've given them everything. And so I'm not very happy about that. So as long as we increase our physicality in that second half, I think we'll be fine. The last 5 minutes obviously showed what we can do, but we need the first 35 to kind of make rain out of that.
I'll let you go part this match on now. Good luck for the second half. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, boys.
Well, after 40 minutes, it's Glendale that lead Austin 24-7 in the first round of the Major League Rugby competition. We'll be right back with interviews and halftime highlights. What they do with the Suniula brothers. They go wide this time. Jackson. It's the Glendale Raptors that lead Austin at the break 24-7. Let's hear now from Dan Power, who had some special guests.
Joined now by Major League Rugby Commissioner Dean Howes, USA Rugby CEO Dan Payne. And Dan, firstly, Major League Rugby, how is this going to affect the landscape of rugby in the United States moving forward?
Well, I think it's the largest asset that we have to continue to grow the game and push it forward. This gives the game relevance. A great example will be last night I was in San Jose talking to a group of university athletes that were playing for the Jesuit Cup, and they were all talking about MLR today and getting excited about it. This morning when I flew from San Jose to Denver, there were people getting on my flight in San Jose talking about coming to Denver to see this game specifically. And then when we landed and we were at the baggage claim, there were 4 to 6 other people that just happened to be flying into Denver this morning from around the country to come see MLR. And that's a really, really strong and important thing.
Exciting news that, Dean, to hear fans travelling to these games. What's the message that MLR would like to portray, not only to the existing fans, but the new fans you're looking to bring to the game?
Well, we'd like to expose them to the excitement of rugby. at the highest level, and that's what Major League Rugby does. It gives an aspirational destination to both the kids and these current players, and a place for them to go to show that their skills. We're grateful as well with our national media partners. I mean, how excited are we to be able to expose it to 65 million homes? So that's going to convert an awful lot of people to this sport. They're going to learn about it. They're going to be educated about it. And, you know, I think that's going to help us make rugby reach its potential.
Well, exciting times ahead. Gentlemen, thank you both for your time.
Well, first half delivered 4 great tries here in tricky conditions at Infinity Park. We're going to take a look at the highlights right now. And it was Austin Leet, the visitors, that got off to a flyer. Ball out wide. Suniula carving them up on the outside. Mazel in support. And then Zarnecki gets the first 5.
And they played tough defense for most of that half. In the last 10 minutes, it was all Glendale. Here you see Maxi Ashfall couldn't bring that ball up, but look at the quick hands. The pass from Will McGee to Connor Cook for the first Glendale try. And then going backwards a little bit, the pass from Sean McGee is going to find John Quill, who just snapped that ball up quickly from the base of that ruck to dot down, making it 17-7. And then just at the close of the half, Harley Davidson gets it close, but then Big Bang Landry keeps the legs pumping. The converted try right at the end of that half, 24-7 in favor of the Raptors.
Next Saturday night at 10:30 Eastern, these Glendale Raptors will hit the road and they'll make their way to Seattle for an intense battle with the Seawolves. Don't miss more Major League Rugby right here on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. We'll be right back. Stay with us for more interviews and action from Infinity Park.
How's that look, Lonnie? Are we all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, everybody's good?
Okay, you just keep my ear and tell me what's happening.
Where are you these days? You in Cape Town? Or?
No, London.
Oh, yeah.
London.
Oh, London, right, okay.
Yeah.
Pop in and out every now and again, right?
To here.
To San Diego?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I live in San Diego.
Cool. Yeah, I'm back there next week for our opener. You guys are there, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Are you in?
I am, I'm doing it.
Okay, there's going to be 4 scrums that we're going to talk about on the screen when we get to that. But first we'll just rip a bit, and then when we talk about the scrums, we'll...
Perfect.
Yeah, we can see it, thank you. 45 seconds. Yeah.
And are we widescreen or are we sharing one camera?
I think it's widescreen.
So okay. Just talk across it in a bit to camera.
Back.
It's not as set up as Super Sport, but you know.
Far more organised, I promise you.
Okay, here we go. Hello and welcome back. It's halftime here at Infinity Park. 24-7, the home side. The Glendale Raptors lead Austin Elite. We have a very special guest here, Springbok sensation and legend, Rugby World Cup winner in 2007, over 40 caps. Bobby Skinstad, you here. What do you think of the game so far?
Well, one, I'm delighted to be here because, you know, it feels so at home here. But I've been very impressed with the level of the game. I thought that the Raptors might have been surprised a bit by the way the elite started, but you can just see the big juggernaut, the big forwards, and that's represented in the tries that have been scored. But it's great, fantastic atmosphere. Despite the cold, everybody's happy and delighted to have rugby in town.
Yeah, now you've obviously been all over the world playing this wonderful sport, getting involved in different ventures. What are your thoughts on professional rugby in America?
What's not to like? I mean, it's the world's biggest professional sports environment. Rugby is a game that's caught on all over the world. There's so many passionate rugby people here, but they just haven't had something to hang their hat on. Now they do, and I think it's fantastic for the game, fantastic for the regions that have really grown the game here in individual parts of the states, and I think fantastic for the players who want to play it but might have had to go overseas if they wanted to further their careers. Now they can do it right at home. It's fantastic.
Now we're going to have you look at a few scrums as well. You know, they can't have me, I'm a backline player, so let's get you talking through some of these.
Well, I mean, if you look at the timings, the beginning of the game, suddenly it looked like the elite were okay. You know, Pedri Vandenberg at the back there was taking some quick taps because the ball was out quick enough. Suddenly, you know, in the second half, and look at the breaks, both of the brothers there, one was the outside break and one was the break through the middle. That's from a solid platform. Later on in this half, you could just see that the big machine of the Raptors started to get it together. They put more pressure on in that area. When you're having to push so hard in a scrum that your loose forwards are tired, you can't cover all the rucks, you start to get the momentum that you need to go forward. And we just saw that. I mean, it was a blitzkrieg of tries in the last 10 minutes, and it's because they wore them down.
So prediction for the second half?
Well, I think, I mean, if the elite come out, one thing they've got to do is they've got to kick better tactically. They can't keep kicking down the throat, you know, of attacking backs. They've got to try and, you know, get into the half of the Raptors and pin them there. If they're able to do that, they'll stay in it. But for me, it looks like the Raptors, the juggernaut has really started moving, and they might be trouble to stop.
Well, we'll see. Bobby Skinstad is right. Stay with us. We'll be right back with the second half action. It's the Glendale Raptors that lead Austin Elite by 24 points to 7.
John, he played last year. Yeah. And welcome back here to beautiful Infinity Park, where we're going to hear from one of the most famous players in North America and around the world, Todd Clever, sideline with Dan Power.
Not one off, definitely the most famous American player in history. I'm talking about Captain America himself, Todd Clever. Todd, weren't in the original roster for Austin. How did this come about, you suiting up again, playing for the elite?
Yeah, no, as you say, I wasn't, planning on it, but through lots of injuries in the forward pack, they will ask for some assistance, and, as I said on Twitter, I was like, I got a rubber arm, so I have fun playing rugby, traveling the world, and, I definitely have some more fun out later today.
Well, we're all excited to see you get back out there this afternoon. I'll let you go warm up, hopefully sooner rather than later. You guys down early on here. Thanks, Todd Clever. Back to you, Darwin.
Yeah, well, thank you. Todd looking good as ever. Hasn't been to a hairdresser in several years, but that man has. Big Luke White taking on the charger for this Glendale side. Well, hello and welcome to you from around the world, especially those watching in Austin, Texas, and the other 5 professional franchises. I even know that folks are meeting at the Pig and Whistle in New York City to tune into this game. It's second half underway, 24-7. It's Glendale Raptors lead Austin. Austin in orange, and black take this kickoff on the right of your screen. Referee Chris Asmus has the whistle as Vandenberg has another charge. Flicks it up beautifully to Henko Chamasais, the Terminator, still going strong. Was he held? Not held. Play on for Austin. Suniula. Wide ball there. Marzel takes him on himself. 3 tries to 1 so far in favor of the home side, but they concede a penalty.
Over there.
Yeah, good start by Austin to lead here. And you got to think they're going to try to do that outside channel again with the Suniula brothers. There was a penalty for a high tackle. I think it was on Hanko Chamasais when he took that ball up forward. And now this Austin team trying to pick up a little bit more territory. Got to get back in this ball game, though. They need to score the next points in this contest. Get themselves back in, trailing by 17 points. That's 3 scores that they got to make sure they can get back in this contest.
Yeah, the weekend is all about fun, though. Fans have come out to watch this, and of course Nola Goldo at the Houston Sabercats today, and then Sunday San Diego Legion at the Seattle Seawolves facility. 3 matches this weekend. More information at usmlr.com. What an exciting season. 10 weeks, and then of course we have semifinals and finals.
Yep, the top 4 go to the semifinals right here at Infinity Park before the final in San Diego.
This kick is infield. Sonny Taylor has to go in to collect. He hasn't had much possession, and right now he's pinned down inside his 22. Beautiful kick though. Comes down to super sub off the bench. It is Dylan Fawcett. Man was played with New York recently, shifted across here to Glendale's Halleman, finds a bit of open space and big contact there. Cruze beats one, goes on the outside, still hot stepping. Cruze finally into the snowbank. The ball is with the Austin Elite side. Continuous play here. Still available. Breitenbach at first receiver. Slow to come out for this Austin side.
Use it!
They finally get it now. Breitenbach cuts back in. Such a hard work forward, usually in the lock position, now playing the blindside flank. They go to that right-hand side. Mitchell gets stung.
It's a scrum advantage, over.
Just a scrum advantage, and now it has elapsed. So stolen here by the Glendale Raptors. Quick ball. Fafita has Landry with him. Cook on the outside. Smash to the ground. Sonny Taylor gets his right shoulder warm. Big contact there on Landry. Shifts it to the far right-hand side. Cook. Luke White bounces off one, still going. Luke White. His parents are tuning in from down under. Loving the action so far. They go wide.
Advantage 13.
Advantage again. Cruze. He's got Peter Dahl with him. Dahl.
Number 13 never on
fends a couple of players inside the 22. 3 minutes gone in the second half. It's all Raptors. Fafita. Thrown to the deck. McGee crashes it up himself. He says if his forwards can do it, so can he. Fenolio, quick hands. Rock has the ball. Raptor attack, drawing numbers in. They've got to go wide. Harley Davidson picks it up. Got a couple of defenders in front of him. Spins around. Davidson. Wide ball yet again. Connor Cook. Just phase after phase. Fawcett to the no-look inside, busting through tackles. It's the local boy, the hero, Maximo D'Archibald, adds a second half try.
Another wonderful team try that was by the Glendale Raptors. And Max D'Archibald, he had a couple of Austin Elite players right in his face, able to get through that tackle attempt to dot down for Glendale's 4th try in just a matter of about 15 minutes. How about that no-look pass from the man who just came on, Dylan Fawcett, his first touch as a Glendale Raptor leads to a try. Look at that, there's a nice little scene there, but Diacheval split it perfectly. Went through a couple of arm tackles. And how about the footwork by Harley Davidson early on? Talking to Davey Williams, he has been one of the guys who's been most impressive since he took over as head coach about a year ago. And he just continues to get better and better.
He certainly does. Kick is successful, 51 points to 7. And here is that man, Harley Davidson, you mentioned.
We saw him early with a high ball. The pass by Ben Landry wasn't the best. But look at Harley Davidson. Again, the legs just continue to pump. We saw that just before the end of that first half. Able to set that ball back. And that led to continued good pressure by this Glendale Raptors. And they rewarded with another try. And again, 4 quick tries by this Glendale team has really blown this game wide open.
Maximo Dodgeville played with it. Denver Barbarians. This just used to go 10 meters. Wonderful kick. Chamases has this. Given with a deft touch. To the right they work. Austin Elite with Sinula. Roland Sinula in 13. Steps a couple. This one goes back. Vandenberg manages to collect. On the field is Ross Deacon, also a player. They'll play with the New York side. A couple of weeks ago, saw them in one of those friendly games, and what a take, Ben Landry, pirouetting around. You'll see that on Cirque du Soleil. Ball's up high. Sonny Taylor into touch.
Yeah, you're really starting to see this momentum by this Glendale Raptors team.
Well, let's go down to Dan's sideline.
Yeah, thanks, Dallin. Word from both the sheds at halftime. Firstly, the traveling team, Austin, they just want to get back to the pattern. That first 20 minutes was very successful for the Elite, and they want to get back to that. For the home side, Glendale, well, it was a little bit more colourful coming from there, but Dave Williams was very, very stern with them. He wants them to get back to their patterns. They play a certain style. They haven't played it yet. They're in front. They're doing well, but they're not playing their patterns. The pattern, more important than result here for Dave Williams today.
Yeah, and talking to Davey this week, it was about the physicality. That was the key for this Glendale team, and that's what we've seen the last 10 minutes of that half and the first 5 minutes of this half.
Throwing the ball away.
Yellow card given. Sonny Taylor goes to the sideline for 10 minutes, throwing the ball away. There is no place for that in the game of rugby.
Well, that's not what they really needed. They needed a, let's see, how many players they got out there?
Timeout.
Yeah, they got a hooker replacement here, I think is the,
subs coming in?
I believe that's a scrum half replacement. Yep, looks like Michael Reed's coming out.
And number 9? Newt O'Donnell on the field. That's Sonny Taylor, number 11, that's in the sin bin for throwing the ball away. It's just not in the ethos of the game. Values of respect, of course, come through, and that's the same with the officials. And it gives a chance for the Glendale Raptors, up 31-7. Maximo Dodgeville scored already in the second period. Rock has it. Big Casey Rock, 6'9", and local boy from Denver. As they wrap around the fringes, Harley Davidson! Has he got this down? Referee says try. The engines are revving. Harley Davidson in for another score.
No, I've seen a grounding and then the ball spin forward.
Well, there you heard the explanation from referee Chris Asmus. He said he saw the grounding, then the ball bounced out. But Harley Davidson, and then Sean Davies, we haven't mentioned him enough. He's just a great leader. There's the pass. Let's see if we get the grounding. Oh. Oh. Well, Will McGee took that conversion attempt quick.
Timeout, please,
the sin bin offender that.
Captain.
Let's hear what the referee has to say here to...
Bring number 7 over here, please.
Soniola Hanko Chemesais. He wants a word with Hanko.
Listen, I have to make decisions in real time. I've ordered a try. It's not a clear and obvious knock-on from that angle. Listen, it's not a clear and obvious knock-on from that angle. I've seen a grounding first, but we don't need this player shouting.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You understand? Thank you.
Can I ask a question? Don't we have TMR?
No, we're making decisions in real time.
You heard Hanko say, don't we have TMO? We do not have TMO.
Yeah. Of course, Hanko famously got the TMO with this referee in picture to alter a decision against the Argentina 15. Another short kick works beautifully for the Austin Elite. Ben Mitchell, the vice captain, onto this, a 24-year-old. And now Ross Deacon Born in San Francisco, moved to Ireland at a young age.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that should be a yellow card. Up, down, lifted. Landry will take a seat.
Yeah, he knew immediately. Hopefully Hanko's all right.
Yeah.
They're Eagle teammates.
I'll
They
come
know
to
each
you in a
other
minute.
well.
I'm just giving some face. I'm just gonna. Yeah. I'm just gonna check the color of the card.
Oh, check the color of the card. Yellow or red?
Yes, Scotty.
Let's go down to Dan for some explanations for us.
Yeah, thanks, Dallin. The Austin winger, Taylor Sinbin, for cynical play is the call, throwing the ball away. We may see another card here in just a moment for this tackle coming in on Hermes. But obviously, the rules and the values of rugby is you cannot play cynically to hinder the progress of the other teams, and that's what Taylor is deemed to have done. That's why he gets the yellow card, which gives 10 minutes in the bin for him. And Austin will play with 14.
I agree with you. It's number 5.
There's another look at it.
From Glendale over here. Red card.
Ooh, wow. Big Ben Landry gets a red card. Let's hear the referee talk
I
to him.
understand. Our hands are tied. The second he's above the horizontal, shoulder and then hit the ground. It's a shoulder first. Shoulder and head. The head's made contact with the ground. It's reckless, and I have no choice. It's a red card.
Yeah, Ben Landry knew it. Yeah, take another look at it. He said the shoulder and the head at the same time on the ground. Yeah, he just can't do that in rugby. And you knew Ben Landry, right when he did it, he knew he'd. And hopefully that Hanko Hermes is going to be okay. I think he's staying in the ball game. Yeah, he's still in there. He's still a little. See him trying to stretch it out a little bit.
Well, what a turning point in this match. Kick for touch here, so 14 against 14, except the difference is Sonny Taylor will return in just a few moments. Ben Landry, who has been brilliant in this game up until now, leaves the field. And again, if you pick up a player, it's your responsibility to put him down safely, so nothing wrong with the card issued there by Chris Asmus.
Yeah, I think even Ben Landry and Sean Davies, I think they realized it was going to be red.
Are you the 10?
But here's a good opportunity for Austin. Got to take advantage.
Oh, Mitchell leaves that behind. There was a chance there for the Austin elite side.
On scrum advantage.
So Davies puts the box kick downfield. They've taken possession, have Austin with Mizell. Zach Mizell seizes the opportunity, goes up midfield. Closed very quickly. Players on the right are available, but penalty.
This player on his feet.
Peter Dahl, we haven't mentioned his name too often in this game, but he's been doing a lot of the hard work in these rucks and mauls for this Glendale Raptors team. There's Mizell going in. Watch Dahl, the strong tackle position, has his hands on the ball. Excellent work right there. That's textbook. And he gets his team a full arm penalty. Both teams playing with 14 players. There's Will McGee again. Continues to improve with just about every game he plays. He's got great vision from the fly-out position.
Jan London takes the field right now. Nika Cruze departs. London wearing 22 for the Glendale side. This one goes down. Connor Cook snaps this up nicely. Cook to the 22. Glendale with Luke White. Into the contact zone, gets the squeeze ball. Now McGee fires it out. London's first touch. Fawcett, we saw him give that no-look inside ball. This time, safety first. Little stab through, it's gone into touch off an Austin player's leg.
Yeah, he was in front though, I agree.
Yeah, there you see VAR Gore. So it did go off an Austin player. So Glendale is going to continue to have possession. They're going to have a throw in here on this line out. But Dylan Foster, we scored him score a try, I think, in his debut for the United States team against Chile.
Thanks, Steve.
Earlier in the summer.
Just stay 2, please. Thank you.
That's right. Fawcett now will feed the line out.
Just stay there.
Formerly with the All Blue of New York, also played the Ohio Aviators. Ball comes down, still hacked through, so Davies will clean things up for his side. Eludes the referee and a couple of would-be tacklers as well. Davidson comes to the right-hand side. Luke White bumps one off. Luke White, such a physical, abrasive player. Left behind, but Fafita dropped a couple today. So advantage here for the Austin side.
Scrum advantage.
Going to dig this one out is Newt O'Donnell. Then they go wide to Siniula, to his brother, Andrew, and then Roland. Trying to step off that
Advantage
right-hand side. Zarnecki got the opening score
Scrum
in the game.
advantage is
Hasn't
over.
had much since then. Ross Deacon, University College Dublin, Leinster under-20 program. As O'Donnell puts this down to Archibald. Danger ball though, counter-attacking options here. Puts it to the air with Halliman chasing. Halliman gets flung to the deck, but it's still
22.
Austin ball. Siniula. Glendale piling it over this, trying to draw another penalty. Dole almost with another.
Too late. Release tackle.
They go quickly. Austin Elite. No, they got a score. Ball comes out to Henko Chamasais. Bumps one off. The Terminator still going. Chamasais breaks back on the inside, but it's Chamasais for the line. The big unit gets over and a classic. Well, Henko Chamasais doesn't need the sidesteps. He's like a gas leak, just creating havoc on the field.
Yeah, what a great try by Henko Chamasais. We saw the power, the pace at the finish. Yeah, I think he's had some frustrating moments in this game, but the way he showed that dummy just froze Will McGee, and it made it an easy run to the line for the big flanker. But that's exactly what Austin needed. They needed to get that next try in this contest, still trailing by quite a bit. Every point counts here, so Timothée Guillemot's conversion attempt also important. But that's the power. You talked about the power of Henko. We've seen it so many times for the U.S. team, and now we're seeing it here in the MLR with Austin.
That's right, Chamasais captain the USA at the Youth Olympic Games, come through the age groups, defending title holder of the ARC with the US Eagles. This kick looks to curl in. It's over. What a great kick. 38-14, and Pedri Vandenberg leaves, and that is going to be tough for the Austin side.
Yeah, he put in a pretty good effort, did Pedri Vandenberg. Here's another look at the try. Watch the bump right here against Harley Davidson. Goes right at him. And here's the big play, the freeze of Will McGee. Will McGee had a 2-on-1 he had to cover, and Henko did a perfect job showing the ball, selling the dummy, and just scooting that last 22 meters in to make it a 38-14 ball game.
That was try number 2 for the Austin Elite. High kickoff. Mitchell does well with this one.
Keep moving.
And also play with the gentleman of Aspen, did Mitchell. Had an offer from Munster, but been snapped up here by the Austin side. Head coach Alan Yardade looks on. There's Siniula, throws a dummy, cutting back in. Roland Siniula. O'Donnell, difficult ball on the ground. Got to run back to collect. Deacon
Ball
tidy
out.
things up. And Glendale putting them under pressure here.
Knock on the ground.
It looked like a knock-on by Glendale.
Knock on the ground.
Yep, on the ground is the call.
Okay.
So it's going to be a scrum to Austin. He had some sloppy passes the last couple of possessions for both these teams.
He's coming in. Okay.
There's the knock-on right there by Glendale on the floor. I think Brian Wanless has come on for this Glendale Raptors team wearing number 20. Where you talked about Chad London in the back line wearing that 22 jersey.
Bind!
A lot of room on the right-hand side of this scrum for Austin. And look at Zarnecki all the way on that sideline. That opens it up on that inside channel for Austin.
We were never set there.
And it looks like Todd Clever is on the field now for the Austin Elite.
Well, that's right, the most capped US player of all time in picture. Todd Clever capped 76 times. 17 years professional rugby athlete, and he's still on the field. How does he do it?
Well, he's played professionally now in New Zealand, South Africa, Japan,
England,
and now the U.S.
And now the United States, finally.
Stay.
Newt O'Donnell, 3-time Rookie of the Year, gets it away. Chamasais again up the middle. Big Henko running in the wild. First touch for Todd Clever. Bumps a couple. Captain America lays it back. O'Donnell with a wide ball. Knock on. That was where it needed to go.
Yeah, I think Zarnecki just took his eyes off the ball ever so slightly. He saw a lot of green in front of him.
Yeah.
Once again, Henko Chamasais creates some great go-forward ball. Yeah, Yeah, that pass was right there.
Over here.
Knock on. Got to handle the ball cleanly in rugby. If not, it's going to be a result in a scrum with the other team putting the ball into the scrum. Looks like Brian Wanless playing hooker. Oh, no, that's
Fawcett.
That's our man, yep, Dylan Fawcett. There's Brian Wallace on the side there.
There, Blake Rogers on. 250-pound unit, 23 years old. His father, John, is a current farmer and recent mayor of Colusa, California.
Crouch.
Rogers played his rugby at CU Boulder as well. So 38-14 the score. 15 minutes gone here in the second half at Infinity Park. Great scrum here from Austin Elite, driving the Glendale side backwards and getting the penalty.
Well, that's going to be a big fire up for this Austin Elite team. Remember, Glendale's only got 7 in that pack.
Scrum's on the 5, right? Mark's on the 5. It's okay.
With Ben Landry getting the red card, so they're playing short these last 25 minutes of play. So another quick try here by Austin, and who knows? Hanko Chiamashai's powerful runs has really ignited this Austin Elite team. There's Hanko.
Stay straight. Move across. Yeah. Not straight.
Good things happening in Austin, Texas. They just did a deal with the
turns.
Round Rock Multi-Purpose Complex, 60-acre sports facility. That's where Austin will be playing their home matches. Round Rock, of course, hosted the America's Rugby Championship for a couple of years. We went there 2016, 2017. Mitchell has this right now. The men from Texas drive the ball for the line.
Front.
Finally there. Big tackle coming in on the side.
Back here. No.
Clever, the dummy runner initially. Then they pick and drive. Ball there with Deacon. Austin with Breitenbach and Suniula. Hammering. Clever.
No effect.
Ducks down. Eludes his own player as well. Desperate to get over the line on the Austin Elite side, but they've been piled backwards. Glendale Raptors, they concede a penalty.
Over there, over there.
O'Donnell goes quickly.
It's over there.
Was not the mark.
Yeah.
Over there, number 4 off feet.
Got to bring it on the other side of that ruck. Casey Rock got pinged for being off his feet in that last ruck.
Off feet.
Yeah. Let's go down to Dan.
Thank you very much, Dallin. Just conditions here. The last 20 minutes always critical in this game. We are at altitude 5,200 feet. Conditions are slippery as well. Both those things are going to weigh significantly in Austin's attempt to come back into this game here. They have to be conservative. They can't throw the ball around willy-nilly and give up handling errors to get back to Glendale, but they've also got to be aware that their gas tanks are going to start running a little low as they move up to altitude from sea level down in Texas.
No, thanks, Dan. Yeah, penalty count starting to mount here for Glendale. 10 already. Austin conceded 13. 8 forwards
Back
against
9.
7.
Advantage
Ball with
offside. Number 9
Kamasace.
blue.
They have another advantage to the Austin Elite.
Number 9, entire body out of that space.
Kamasace goes quickly for the line. He scored one already. Arm is up yet again from referee Asmus.
Penalty advantage.
It's Austin for the line. Mitchell slides in, cuts them in half. Does vice captain Ben Mitchell.
Now it's 38-19 in favor of Glendale. And all the momentum is now swung back towards Austin. And Hanko Chiamashai again with another powerful run. Took that quick tight penalty. That got it all the way down to about a meter. Still a full arm penalty with that high tackle attempt. And then Ben Mitchell just went right through some shoddy Glendale defense that time. That conversion is good. 38-20 now.
We're going to take a short hydration break. Stay with us for just a few moments. 38-21 the score. And we're back here. After that try was scored, it'll be Glendale Raptors to restart 38-21. The gap is narrowing here in this Major League Rugby game of the week at beautiful Infinity Park. Snow earlier today. The ground staff has kept that away. No rain to speak of. The crowd has piled in. Mitchell scored that try, picks it up yet again. He has fire in his belly. Wide ball. Gap opens up for Khamasais yet again. Gets the fan. Hanko Khamasais. The Terminator is certainly back in this game. To the left day march. Gearman puts it to the boot. Clever can't get. Davidson picks us up off the bootstraps. Saves it for the Austin.
Good counter-ruck.
Attacking.
Perfect counter-ruck.
And still there.
No, he's okay. Ball's out. Leave it 16.
Glendale Raptors have this
Out
at
now,
the back.
Austin.
Finally looking to dig this one
Use.
out. Referee told them to use it. So, Fafita gets a few extra yards.
Use!
Davies, the general, needs to get in as Fenolio wraps around. Now Davies has got McGee in the pocket. They go to Fawcett though. Strong, Dylan Fawcett. McGee stabs it over the top. London is there chasing as well. It sits up beautifully. London throws a dummy. What a play! Caught in the 22. Needs support. Halleman is with him. Still there for Davies. Crowd on their feet as the Glendale Raptors turn defense into attack. Connor Cook on the left-hand side. Just 14 players on the field for the Raptors. Rogers. Back inside the 22. Ball still there for Fawcett. Replacement hooker.
Play on, he's always moving backwards.
On the left, Rogers with the inside. They don't fall for the dummies. McGee holds on. Tries to sneak around. His knee had already touched
Clearly
the ground.
held.
He was held in the tackle.
Yeah, once you're in the tackle and you're
Over
on the
there.
ground, you got to release that ball.
Clearly held.
Maybe didn't feel that pressure. Referee Chris Osmus certainly saw it, though. That's a break for this Austin elite team because Glendale had a little bit of momentum going as well. But how about Hanko Khamasais? We've seen about 5 or 6 clean line breaks by him that has really put his team on the front foot. There's a great defensive play down here earlier by Harley Davidson, able to secure that little grubber through that gave Glendale the chance.
Who's up? Okay.
There you see the replacement
time off.
hooker.
I'm just going to check the injured player.
As David Lemasters has come in replace of Michael Brown.
Yeah, Lemasters has a twin brother, also plays rugby, but hopes to be a Texas State Trooper as well. So we're just going to check on an injury here in back play. But Sani Taylor has joined the field off that yellow card
we'll
offense.
take all the time you need. Yep.
Austin Elite will be back to
Do you
their
need
full
ambo or
complement of 15.
Yeah, and for those who are just joining us, Glendale's going to play the remainder of this game, at least one man down, with Ben Landry getting a red card for a tip tackle early on. And since that has happened, it's been all Austin. Let's take another look, see if we can see where the... Well, this is Chad London going through. I think he thought he was in the clear at that point, but good pursuit by Ben Mitchell, one of the try scorers of this Austin Elite team.
It's actually Carl Breitenbach, number 6. He had that shoulder stinging him. He's back on the field. Played in Goodwood in Cape Town, South Africa. He was part of the Huns National Championship D1 side. He doesn't want to leave the field. This game is getting very close. 18 minutes to go.
Still plenty of fight left in this Austin team.
Line out. Just ahead of 10. Yeah.
Well, line out getting set. Well, Austin doing great work in the community as well. They're working with the local elementary schools and middle schools, as well as the college programs. 5 of them are located in the Austin region to grow the game.
Is 6 off the field? Yeah, I'm getting a call for number 6 off. Can you send him on, please?
If we said too many players on the field, sneaky
Yeah,
stuff here
I'm
from
sorry,
the
just the
Austin
news
elite
meeting.
side.
Just wait. We'll get them in the lineup. I'll let
Yeah,
you throw
6
the
is
ball.
finally
They're
coming
in the
off.
lineup.
Breitenbach is
In
coming
the
off.
lineup, please.
Player safety, always a big issue here.
Put the ball down. Put the ball down. Time's still off. I need them in the lineup. No, I need them in the lineup. In the lineout, please. I'm not going to blow time on without you in the lineout. Nah.
Yeah, Asmus wants
Time
the
on, please.
Austin team in the
Back,
lineup.
9, back.
So Chris Shade will take
Stay.
over throwing duties for the Youngstown area in Ohio. It hasn't gone according to plan. As Glendale turn this over. Cook at first receiver.
Nothing.
Shifts it away.
Leave now.
Not the best pass. Going to come back to a penalty.
Never onside.
Yeah, offsides. This will play in the Glendale Raptors' hands.
Shot.
Expect Will McGee. Oh, going for goal here. Thought he was, but is he going for? Yes, he is going to go for goal. Yeah, he saw about 3 or 4 Austin players offside. Easy call by referee Asmus. Will McGee perfect in his kicking today. Trying to add 3 more points.
Yeah, no, 100%.
To this Glendale tally.
Ball was almost away as well.
Right, if you look at the first half, the Austin side conceded 5 more penalties than Glendale, and right now it's certainly costing them. McGee looking for another 2 points on the board. McGee booms this one. Stays to the right-hand side. For a quick one there was Siniula. So Austin side, well, didn't lose a single line on the first half. They've lost 3 in the second. And those turnovers are gifting possession to this Glendale team, but that's a great little kickoff. Sonny Taylor off the naughty chair, straight into action. His head off to the kick, it's play on. McGee, the only person back there for the Glendale side, fires a spiral kick downfield. It's a super one.
Yeah, Sonny Taylor with a nice break. Good hands by Suniula. And you heard the referee say play on.
Well, football season never ends. It just gets crazier. Coming up next, Baltimore battles 2-time defending champs, the Philadelphia Soul. It's the Arena Football League on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Shade. Loose head goes to the front. This time they've won it. Kamasace. He's got Rogers with him. Runs over a couple again. Fawcett was one of them. They turn it to the left-hand side. Mizell. Tackled by Wanless. Ball is there.
All backwards. 9, leave it!
O'Donnell digging this one out. Get another full-on penalty with the Austin side.
Off feet before you won the ball.
Sean Davies again did not listen to the referee. Got pinged, and look at Sean Davies. How's that for sportsmanship?
Just wait.
We got an Austin player with a cramp.
Well, time off.
That was Mizell. I think that cramped up. But Sean Davies, okay. Let's take a look at Sean Davies come in. The referee is saying, stay away, stay away.
Is it possible to move?
Sean Davies continues to try to dig that ball out, and that's why he got pinged.
Let's go down to Dan to hear what he has for us.
Thanks, Dallin. Sam Figg coming on in the 19 jersey for Glendale. What a great story it is for Figg. Sitting at home on his couch, all of a sudden he gets a phone call to go to Hong Kong to play in the Hong Kong Sevens. Commonwealth Games took a lot of the Australian players out. Next thing you know, he's on another plane from Hong Kong all the way over here to Glendale, Colorado. Couple of days training and he's out there now in the 19 jersey. Very, very talented back rower. Keep an eye on him in that 19. Thanks, boys.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. Sam Figg, also avid golfer, I heard, but looks more like Happy Gilmore out there. His rugby skills will come into play right here as this game winds down.
5 and 4.
Line up numbers, though.
Yep,
over there.
You got to match the numbers if you're the opposition. And Glendale had one too many in that last lineup.
I'm speaking to him. I'm not going to stand on the mark. I don't want to get run over.
Did not go through the mark. We're going to try it again. Free kick again to Austin.
5 against 4. Scrum.
Austin elects to go for the scrum. Again, Glendale is going to be a man short in that scrum. So look for a good solid platform here by this Austin elite team. With Sam Figg, all that travel sounds like you might be a little tired after all that.
Well, Roland Siniula flew in from Italy just 48 hours ago.
Crouch.
Having a stellar game in the midfield.
Bind.
14 minutes to go, 38-21. Another penalty yet again. Well, it's certainly, the count is certainly changing. Second half penalty, 7-4
Tight end prop,
in
collapsing.
favor of
Or
Glendale.
loose head prop, far side.
No, 8-3, right? 8-3, I think it is.
18 blue, collapse.
But that's what happens when you're a man down. All that pressure that this Austin team has put on this Glendale squad. And again, in that scrum, Austin already had solid platform ball. Now with a man advantage in that scrum, continues to mount that pressure.
Austin.
Yeah.
Inside the 22, they go to Mitchell up front. The ball around the right-hand side. Clever's in there working as well as they search for the line.
Advantage for the collapse.
Austin Elite have advantage. It's been collapsed illegally by the Glendale Raptors as Clever goes back. It's 19 on 19. It's Fig against Clever. To the left. Gearman leaves it behind, but still the advantage.
You have a number?
Kamasace goes quickly. Hanko Kamasace.
Short, leave it Glendale.
Dahl have him as well. Inches away. They've lost this one forward. Advantage here. As Bryce Campbell fires a skip pass over the top. Big tackle.
No advantage. Knock on.
Yeah, probably not the best decision, that long out pass. There was two Austin players just waiting for Seth Halliman. He did well to hang on to that possession, but they're going to come back for that original knock. There's the long pass. That ball in the air a long time. Halliman did well in that. Zarnecki tackle. Zarnecki took a boot for his effort.
Okay. That's the penalty. Just get our distance right. Let's go. Shoulders up.
He's got to give me something.
Shoulders up.
So they resettle the scrum here. We just got news that Luke White's family flew in from Australia to surprise him for tonight's game. Well, what a family that is. The biggest supporters online as well. And now they're here in person at beautiful Infinity Park, witnessing this historic occasion. Penalty to the Glendale Raptors. Their scrum holds strong, even with a player short.
Not straight.
Nice boy.
Loose head prop, not straight.
You can tell how much that meant to this Glendale Raptors squad. Get that full arm penalty, relieve the pressure here. Just about 10 minutes left in this match. And Austin continues to fight the fight.
Yep. Okay.
So home fixtures coming up for the Austin side. If you're in that region, Nola Gold replacement there, and it's going to Alex Faison-Donahoe is on the field.
2 balls in the field.
Austin will play San Diego Legion on May 25th. That'll be the game of the week. We'll see you there. They'll play the Utah Warriors on June 1st, and June 8th, Seattle Seawolves taken there nicely from Wanless. As Davies goes high. Davidson is chasing. Faison-Donahoe, good take from him, but then throws it over the head of Sonny Taylor. Zarnecki to the rescue. Spots some space, and there's nobody home. He's flying up on Sean Davies. Davies throws the dummy and the step. He's now trapped between Big Todd Clever and to touch. Wow, Clever. Ferocious WWE stuff from Todd Clever.
Yeah, Sonny Taylor, good defensive play there by this Austin elite team. Bundles Sean Davies into touch. Davies didn't have a whole lot of options there. Austin did well, and I think, look at Sean Davies. He's the one who went into touch purposely just to get that line out, get a stoppage of play.
Udo Donald absorbs the tackle as Clever goes in a scrum half. Oh, and then lifts it to the ground. That should be another red card. Absolute carnage.
Oh my, Connor Cook was the man that time.
Just send them back here.
Hopefully
Sean,
Todd Clever's okay.
Just take them back, please.
Well, this game certainly hasn't lacked for physicality. Both these teams with some big hits.
It's a lifting tackle. So I've seen, obviously, the player lift above the horizontal. Have you seen the landing? So again, I've seen the head make contact with the ground again.
Yeah, top of shoulders and head again.
It's like another red, I think.
Sean, I'll just explain. So again, just because one happened before, it doesn't mitigate this one. So I've seen the player being lifted above. Now I understand that, but once he's lifted a player, there's no mitigating factors.
Even if the play is trying to make it look worse than it is.
I can't accuse him of that. I have to put the responsibility onto him. He's landed on his head. It's a red card.
Fuck.
Well, Todd Clever, he has done a lot of acting as well in the days, but that was a big tackle. Apologies for the language used there, but that is a red card down to 13 players. How will that impact this game, Viz?
Well, it wouldn't matter if it was yellow or red. There's less than 10 minutes left in this contest. Either way, Glendale's going to be 2 men short these last 10 minutes. You heard the crowd, they're booing, but that's the right call. It's got to be some kind of card.
Very dangerous tackle.
It's going to play big in these last 10 minutes. I mean, Austin already has the momentum going. They're going to feel it in the forwards. Watch Hanko Shemashais now. If you thought he was running strong before, watch him now in these last 10 minutes. He's going to take it upon himself to score some tries for this Austin team.
Well, the script is not over. Chris Shea to throw, down to 13 players. The Glendale Raptors. Mitchell off the head, it's fine. Shemashais into play right now.
It's a maul!
Maul down, they need to use it. Ball is available for the men from Texas. Off they go with Peterson. Cleverin to help out. Tries are needed on the board here for the Austin side. On the field there is Finau as well.
Advantage number 9 offside.
Ball down to his shoelaces. He picks it up.
Never onside.
Advantage
Penalty
for not
advantage.
Onside play. Gearman throws it over the top. Sonny Taylor been scragged by Halleman and a good tackle.
No, we're not going quick. I'll let you play advantage.
Yeah, he's going to bring the penalty all the way back. The original infringement was Sean Davies was called for offside.
Thank you.
Just 8 minutes left in this
Timing
match.
is okay, never onside.
Trailing by 17 points. They need to score 3 times. Do Austin here to try to take the lead. Quick line out here. Going to go for that 5-meter line if they can. Try a pick and drive. You see Guillaume, he's trying to fire up his forward pack. They got to score quick, though. I mean, 7 minutes, they got to score 3 times. There's Connor Cook.
Mitchell.
Maul!
Looking around, Austin for the line.
Ball's at the front.
5 minutes short. Now they pick and drive.
Yeah, advantage number 8.
Another advantage. Glendale, be very careful here. Penalty advantage as well. Mason Peterson. Glendale do well. Sam Fig getting heavily involved yet again. Off the bench. Bulldozing run there. Ross Deacon. We've got 2-man overlap
Advantage
somewhere
again.
on the field.
Number
Shemashais
3
might not need
offside.
it. Fens draws a couple. And let's have a listen to Chris Assman. He's blown the short whistle, reaching into his pocket.
This is crazy.
Offside over here, number 8. Offside again, number 3 in the red zone. It's a yellow card. Off the field.
Another man off. Fifita this time. Now it's 12 on 15 here in these waning moments. You heard him say Peter Dahl got infringed, and now Fifita.
Yeah. Scrum called.
Let's go down to Dan.
Just bring the front row sub on, please.
Yeah, thanks, Dallin. Obviously, rugby, a war of attrition at the best of times. For Glendale in this closing 7 minutes, it's going to be 10 times that. Down 2 players with red cards. Landry and Cook gone for the game. And now this late one for Fifita, he'll get 10 minutes. That will actually do him for the game as well. They're going to finish this with 12 players against 15 for Austin. If there is a glimmer of hope for Austin, this is going to be it. It's going to be 15 on 12.
Yeah,
well, they're bringing some fresh legs in for this. For a scrum, they got to bring a front row player. I think it's
Again, just because there's been 2 red cards does not excuse your player for shutting down the space. It has to get better, or you're going to have to
now, I think, has come into that front row for Glendale with Fifita going out.
Move back. This is the more.
Got to have a full man contingent.
Thank you.
Again, look in the back line. If Austin wins this ball, boy, there's going to be some urgency off this Glendale pack.
Time on, please.
Well, Seth Halleman, you see him there on the side. Just a collection of players with cards. Off the field they go. No longer taking part in this clash. 6 minutes to go. They have to reset the scrum for safety reasons.
On this side.
Glendale doesn't mind this. Every tick of that clock coming off is a bonus for them.
As you, legs up.
You got to think Austin is going to score here. They definitely have 3-man advantage just to 5 meters out on the scrum.
Just legs up. Crouch!
Well, here they go. Glendale conceded 17 penalties to Austin's 15, and that is swung in the second period. Sustained pressure. Facing Donahoe on the field, wearing 20 in the back line.
Yeah, it's up on both sides. Use it!
O'Donnell told to use it. Cavasace burrows down. First phase.
Short.
Clever, just short of the line. Austin Huns need to move this. In fact, the Austin Elite, some of their players represented their Huns back in the day. Now with the professional arm of the franchise. Wide ball, that's what they needed. Numbers to burn. Sonny Taylor misses this one, goes over to Zornicki. Zornicki, oh, we may have dropped that.
Oh, no. Oh, so close. Boy, the fans, they know it's so desperate defense.
Relax. So I'm happy with the grounding, and then the ball spills forward after he touched the ball on the ground.
He's not in touch.
He's not in touch? It's a try.
All right, they're going to give him the try. Zarnecki in the corner. Let's take another look at it.
Zarnecki's double. Difficult sideline kick, but great bit of
definitely.
forward.
Great work, buddy. AR and the referee. Good grounding that time. Zarnecki makes it just, let's see, 12-point game with a conversion to follow 5 minutes in.
Tight one.
Man, what a way to start out the CBS game of the week, huh?
Wow, on the edge of your seat. Haven't seen that many cards issued in a game in a long time as well, all rightly given as well. Dangerous play and repeated infringements in the red zone. Puts Glendale 12 players on the field, with Austin have 15. This kick will bring it within 10. Gearman. So much rest on his shoulders. The young Flaff looking to pull this in. Just stays to the side. 38-26, the score so far.
Yeah. Time check.
It's head coach Alan Yardade looking on, the Frenchman, with his assistant coach CJ DeVette and Pedri Vandenberg, who took part in this game earlier.
Yeah, Alain has played a lot of top-class rugby, coached a lot of top-class rugby. I mean, this is probably one of the wildest finishes he's ever seen. And his team's certainly still in this ball game. 5 minutes left.
Infinity Park playing host to this wonderful fixture. Ball bounces up for Mitchell to go. Firm collision on him. Ball out the back, they want to go wide. Couple of hot steps in midfield. Bryce Campbell comes in to help out. To the ground goes Fanga Iwia.
Stand 17.
Gearman finds Zarnecki. Oh, the no-look pass to the right-hand side has been intercepted by the Glendale Raptors. Fink throws it in, still alive. Archibald now inside the 22. Glendale haven't seen much possession in the last few minutes. They want to wind out the clock. 4.5 to go with Peter Dahl, the hard-working number 8. McGee's controlled things beautifully, puts it over the top. Just goes too far.
Option.
Yeah, maybe not the best option that time. Just a little bit too much weight goes through the dead ball line. It's going to be a 22 for
option
Austin team, but I would like to see Glendale just hang on to that ball just a little bit more. Looked like I had some numbers out wide, even though they only have 12 on the field.
Gearman needs to get it back for his side. Worked out last time to Siniula. This time facing Donahoe, knocks it, there's nobody around. Good sliding take there, baseball style from O'Donnell. Gearman got to get the space. Mitchell, spotted tackle. Flying in on him was Brian Wanless, 26-year-old.
Leave it!
Clever, not to him. Siniula drops it back. Glendale, great field possession for them.
Time.
They know Clever needs to go the distance. He flicks it back in. O'Donnell's there supporting. Great energy he's had since joining off the bench.
Ball's available.
Penalty. Rogers comes in from the side.
Clear release.
Did not release the tackle player is the call.
Tackle assist.
Still plenty of fight left in both these teams.
They need to get this ball away into open space, but obviously draw in some defenders. Right hand side, numbers to burn. They look for Finau.
Leave it!
Finau only with the Austin Blacks. Short ball. Good line there
8.
from Whanga Iwea. They've got numbers to the right hand side. They're a little bit deeper. They've lost that forward. And now Maximo D'Archibald takes it in. Glendale Raptors, and they've done enough to hold on to this game.
Leave it now.
Ball is there. Nick Kwasniewski has come on wearing 17.
Scrum advantage over.
Fawcett.
Back,
Setting
Austin.
a couple of phases. He just joined.
Stay back, stay
yes,
back.
So just 12 players for this Glendale side as they have the lead by 12 as well. Fawcett. Yet again.
Timing is good. No problem.
Campbell. Always secure with ball in hand. It's Glendale side. Looking to hold on, and they get a full-on penalty.
22 off feet first.
Off feet the call.
Thank you. Shot a goal. Just make sure the kick
it's
happens
absorb time.
at 79.25.
They're going to go for a shot at goal.
Correct.
Yeah, this is a good choice. Take a little bit of time off that clock. There's only going to be about a minute left by the time this ball goes
79-24, he has to kick it.
Uprights. Yeah, we talked to referee Asmus earlier. He said
ball
get 90 seconds to take a kick.
Over here. Stand here. Stand here.
And that's going to take it almost to the end of this contest.
He's got till 79,
but Will McGee, he's only missed one today,
yeah.
so his boot's been very trusty.
Okay, about 10 seconds.
Referee Asmus, great communication with our kicker, Will McGee, from the University of Leeds in England. Just a little hop step move of his. Well, it's over. The Glendale Raptors hit 40 points. And head coach Dave Williams might not be smiling now, but will be happy with this result if it stays this way.
No, not with 2 balls. I can't let you go quickly with 2 balls. Must be the same ball. Apologies.
So the clock keeps going. Of course, play doesn't stop. The ball gets hit out of bounds. So just a few seconds remaining. Gearman, his kick has been knocked down.
We must have a scrum.
And there's a one last
6 seconds.
Play will happen.
I have no choice. We must have a scrum.
Referee said, yeah, we got to have a scrum, even though the Hooter blew. The infraction occurred before that.
Yeah.
Asmus is going to have one more pack down.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And look for, if Glendale wins this, Sean.
Just left, please.
Davies will just kick to touch, I would think.
Come this side, crossing.
And the last play of the game here coming up unless there's an infraction.
Let's go, mate.
Crouch.
Let's go, mate. One big one.
Bind.
What an entertaining tussle it's been. 67 points scored in this opener.
Stay here.
And the Glendale side, we're trailing by 7. They'll kick this one out, and it's full time. They've held on to win this 41-26 against the Austin Elite. An historic moment for the Glendale Raptors. Congratulations to them. They win 41-26 at Infinity Park in round 1.
And welcome back to Infinity Buck, here with man of the match, John Quill. And Quilly, it's a W, you get the 4 points. A little rusty though.
Yeah, for sure. First game of the season, we made life difficult for ourselves, for sure. But a lot of good things. 40 points on the board, can't really complain with that. So a lot of good to work through this week. But yeah, definitely some work-ons. But decent side came into town today, and we put 40 points on them, so we can't complain right now.
Go get started in the recovery. We'll see you next week against Seattle. Thanks, John. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well, after the break, we're going to go straight to arena football, and that'll do us here in the Major League Rugby clash. It's the Glendale Raptors that have defeated Austin Elite by 41-26. We'll see you next week in Seattle. For Brian Visit, Dan Powell, and our entire crew, I'm Dylan Stanford. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.